Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're going to be doing a character review and discussion for Kyle Katarn, one of the most beloved characters from the Star Wars Expanded Universe and the video game series. And let's dive in. So, Kyle is a character introduced through the Dark Forces Jedi Knight video game series, and he has quickly become a fan favorite Jedi. I think the fact that he is human, he struggles with bouts with the dark side of the Force. He actually starts off as an Imperial who's, learns the truth about the death of his parents, and that makes him turn against the Empire, and he becomes a crucial ally to the rebellion. And he is very powerful. He's very competent with the Force as he learns to become a Jedi, and he assists on so many crucial missions for the rebellion, ultimately becoming a part of Luke's new Jedi Order. And I think that's one of the most fun, interesting parts of his character is getting to see him interact with Luke because we don't really have a whole lot of material that focuses on Luke's interactions with other Jedi. Obviously, in the movies, Luke is kind of on his own, and then we haven't gotten a whole lot of material, outside of novels and games and things like that with, him and the new Jedi Order. So seeing that dynamic was really cool. Him and Luke work really well together because Kyle is closer to the Han Solo archetype, where he's, very charismatic and very reckless, and clearly is not as mentally focused and kind of down to earth as Luke is. So they have a really good dynamic, but Kyle is able to hold his own. There is a reason why he is considered one of the more powerful Force users in the galaxy at the time, because he has had so many run ins with Dark Jedi and, Imperials, that he has that experience. He may not have the years of training from a young age that many Jedi have, but he's been able to adapt. And I think that's what makes him unique as a Jedi, is that he's kind of had to learn on the fly, but he's able to use that in a way that makes him very capable in most combat situations. Um, but other than that, I mean, he's just a fun character. He's got his quips and his charm, but he's also very distrustful and kind of hardened at the same time. He's not the most open person when it comes to interacting with those around him because of everything that he's seen and everything that he's been through. And that kind of haunts him. And those are the things that, his enemies are able to use to kind of give him a temptation towards the dark side of the Force. But he's a ton of fun to play as in the games, and I am so surprised they have not brought him back in canon in some capacity. I know a lot of aspects of his character have kind of been sprinkled in with other Jedi. Kanan Jarrus and Kyle Kestis kind of take some of his attributes, but there's only one Kyle Katarn, and there's really no reason not to bring him back. I think he would be perfect in the time period of the Mandoverse. Um, right after Return of the Jedi, bring him in, have him with Luke. There's a lot of material there. It's a character that people love, that people have been following for a long time. And I would honestly be shocked if they never decide to do anything else with him in canon. It's just it's disappointing, you know. Um, but I'm gonna give Kyle Katarn a solid 8 out of 10. Gonna leave some room to grow in the event they do bring him back in some capacity, but as he stands, I love the character. He's a really fun Jedi. He's a Jedi from a time period where there isn't a lot to compare him to, so he really stands out. Great dynamic with Luke Skywalker, great dynamic with the Empire and the Rebel Alliance. So yeah, gonna be an 8 out of 10. And that's gonna be it for this video. I appreciate you watching. Hit that subscribe button, helps the channel out a ton. And as always, may the force be with you. Now let's blow up that like button and go home.